Good day, my name is Fahad and you're watching Behind the Wheel. And today we are going to review the BMW iX3. Now, as the name suggests, iX3 is a cousin of its X3 petrol model, and BMW has just recently introduced, like a couple of years ago, its X series electric models, which are iX1 and iX3. iX3 this year, BMW has introduced two different variants. One is called M Sport and the other one is called M Sport Pro. Now, both these variants have almost a similar power, torque and the basic specs, but there are like few additional features which are not there in M Sport. Like both these variants, they come up with a 210 kilowatt of power and 400 Newton meter torque. Both of them have 80 kilowatt hours battery, and both of them have acceleration from 0 to 100 in 6.8 seconds. Both M Sport and M Sport Pro, they have almost a similar size and there is no difference in terms of colors. Both these variants, they are rear-wheel drive and their charging capacity, high power DC charger, is 150 kilowatts, while you can charge them at home at 11 kilowatt. Both of them, they go from 0 to 100 or accelerate from 0 to 100 in 6.8 seconds, which is the same. Both of them are available in 6 different colors and 2 choices of interior colors, as well as 3 different choices of trim. The only difference is the M Sport has 19-inch wheels, while the M Sport Pro comes with 20-inch wheels. That's the basic difference from the physical appearance. And as we go inside, the M Sport Pro comes with a head-up display as well as a 360-degree view camera, while the M Sport does not have these 2 features. So having only a difference of the 360 view camera, the head-up display and the smaller size of wheels, which is 19-inch, the M Sport comes with a price tag of around 94,000 Australian dollars drive away, while the M Sport Pro, it would cost you around 113,000 Australian dollars as a drive away price. Having said that, let's have a look at the car. It's a BMW and it's their hallmark to come up with a kidney grille. So they will never get rid of that. The front design again has this kidney, but the grille is gone, and now we've got a very lovely, beautiful sunglasses in front of here with an eye badge, which indicates that this is an electric vehicle. We've got the front camera here, matching bumpers and the front sensors, which are very well placed. They are not very well visible. And this, of course, front gives you a very legacy design of BMW, which is always there, the front kidney. As we move around, of course, we've got the beautiful BMW logo on top and the LED side lights, the headlights. As we move towards the wheel, we've got this piano finished matching cladding with a 20-inch wheel. Now this is an M Sport Pro version and we've got 20-inch wheels with a BMW logo here in the middle. We've got the M or the Motorsport badge over here, and as we move around we'll see the matching side mirrors, which are also the folding side mirrors, and we've got the lenses for the side cameras, which are residing just here at the bottom of the side mirrors. We've got the matching handles, aerodynamically produced design, which is the legacy for BMW. We've got a shark fin on the top, LED headlights and the backlights. Again, as we come towards the back, there is a rear wiper. We've got this iX3 badge over here and the matching bumper with the sensors over here. Now these are not the vents, these are the fake vents which are shown over here, but this is just closed with a cap. So no vents because it's an electric vehicle, and we've got the reverse camera sitting over here. So pretty much an X3 design in terms of its shape. Size is slightly bigger than X3, and it's just that an electric version of X3 model from exterior. To lock the car, all you need to do is put the keys in your pocket and just walk away, and as it senses you that you're walking away, it's going to lock the car. Okay, let's have a look at the interior of this car first. Okay, so as we come inside and put our hands on the wheel, we feel this is a very good, nice leather finished steering wheel with a leather center as well, which is sitting on top of the horn button and the BM logo over here. Let's start this car with this start stop button, which is this blue button located over here. As we press it, starts the car, and here we are. So we've got nice controls on the steering wheels. On the left hand side, we've got all these cruise control functions, and on the right hand side, we've got main voice control functions for audio as well as for taking up your phone calls and giving the voice commands. We've also got this roller button over here that is used for different functions while you're driving on the head-up display. In the center, we've got a big infotainment screen, which is slightly tilted towards the driver. Now, as you're sitting over here, it seems like this screen is not just staying horizontal, but it's just tilted slightly towards the driver. And as I sit over here, it seems like I'm just directly facing at the screen. The screen is just tilted in front of me so that I can get the best of view out of it, which is pretty cool. Not common in most of the cars. They just sit a bit flat in front of you, but this is a bit tilted towards you. Pretty much the standard functions over here. We've got the air con vents over here, and underneath we've got these main controls for the air cons. We've got the defogger buttons. We've got the auto air con menu, and we can just press one button to go for the maximum cooling function. That's pretty standard. And as the legacy buttons over here, we've got piano finish, some piano buttons over here for the radio, and the voice controller dial over here, which is a manual dial which can be used to quickly turn up and down the volume or turn off the radio. Over here in the center, we've got the two cup holders. This is a cigarette lighter. And over here we've got a mobile pad, which is a wireless charger as well. All you need is to put your mobile over here and it wirelessly charges it. We've got a USB connector over here that can be used for your USB connections. Now, most of the functions are over here in this region. Now, this is a 1-year-old model. I think this is 2022 model, and we still have got a joystick over here, but in 2023, the joystick has been eliminated, and it's just these functions over here. We've got the blue start and stop function. We've got 3 different modes of this car that we can use: sports mode, comfort mode, and the Eco Pro mode. If we press the sports mode, you can see over here that this sports mode is actually configurable. That means that although that we can choose out of these 3 modes, but if you select the sports mode, we can still configure it as per our needs. So we can choose the steering to be either sporty or comfort, and we can also choose out of electric motor to be either sporty or comfort. So it's still configurable even in sports mode. Then there is a comfort mode over here, which is just pretty much standard, and the third one is Eco Pro, which is again a configurable mode. So this is a lot of choice given to the driver to select the modes, not only just the fixed mode, but also we can configure it as per the need. We've got this cover over here, which is a bit dodgy. If once it close it, it doesn't open up. So I'm not going to close it this time because I've been struggling with it to open it for past few times that I close it. So I'm just going to show you that there's a cover over here in front of the, on top of the cup holders. And we've got the iX3 logo over here. The driver's seat is around 8-way configurable. We can go up, we can go down, we can go backwards, and we can go forwards. And we've got this backrest leading function. Also, we've got some lumbar support over here. We've got other main buttons over here in the center, which are for the main controls. Like we can press here to go to home, and we can choose different options using this dial as well. Using the arrows as well as rotating the dials, we can choose out of the functions which are on the screen. If you can show on the screen, we can, when we roll the dial, we can choose out of the main functions from the screen. So all of the functions, they are lying in the center. And of course, we've got our main touch screen that can be used to choose between the apps, or when you click and go into the CarPlay, all your settings are lined over here, and it is a pretty sensitive touchscreen, very good responsive touchscreen. No issue. On the driver's right hand side, we've got the main window control buttons. There are 4 windows which can be controlled over here. We've got these 2 buttons to fold, unfold the side mirrors. And of course, the side mirror views can be configured from these two buttons as well. We've got the main lock unlock functions over here, and there are two settings for the driver seats configuration. Whatever levels that you like, up, down, backwards, forwards, you can set them and save them into two different memory functions. We've got some buttons over here to control the main headlights, which are here in front. Very standard and straightforward functions over here for the headlight controls, and the aircon vent sitting over here as well as on the left hand side, the most left hand side. Let's have a closer look at the instrument cluster screen that gives you all the details that you need. It's showing you the speed limit, the time, the total range which is left in it. Right now it's showing 174 kilometer on the bottom left, and on the bottom right it shows you the temperature, the mode which is being used as a comfort mode, and in the center you see the map automatically coming up to show you where your location is. And on the left and right it's the speedometer and the energy efficiency. It's got almost everything that you need, especially the speed limits, which is handy. It tells you everything about it. If you're crossing the speed limit, this sign turns red and it shows your speed, where you see 0 here right now is actually your speed because currently I'm parked. And there is a head-up display, which of course is not going to be shown on the camera because the camera can't pick it up. As we move to the left, of course, here we've got the infotainment screen. Now this infotainment screen has got compatibility with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which makes it very handy that I can just put my phone on charging wirelessly, and at the same time it becomes I can use the Apple CarPlay. We can press home to come to the home screen, and then we can start navigating from there, or that is what the home screen is probably going to look like. Of course, this is configurable. We can change it. We can change and decide what we want to put on it. There are different settings over here. The screen is pretty responsive. For example, if I go and check the driver information, it gives you the journey data. It gives you all the information that you probably want to see. Other than that, we've got the vehicle status. Some tire pressure monitoring system is good and handy to know if you're losing any tire pressure. Or we've got the different servicing requirements, if there is any service requirements, or all the service history is probably logged over here. Good and handy feature. Then of course we've got the different settings for displays, doors, interior lights, climate, and blah blah blah. All of that is of course over here, and we can pick and choose anything from there and configure it, like head-up display or vehicle door access with the key, or digital access. We can open the doors with a digital key as well, which is installed on your phone through an app, and you can open the doors by just touching your phone with the lock. We can go to the owner's handbook and choose anything out of here if we are after a particular function or particular tip on how to operate that. All of these details are given over here. And say I'm not sure how to use the cruise control or the gesture control or anything out of these, it can give you the detail on how to do that. Alright, let's have a look at the boot space. Now the boot opens with touch of a button over here, and it's an electronic tailgate. Over here we've got very generous capacity boot size. This is 510 liter of storage, which can be configured to 1560 liters if we fold the second row of seats. Once they are being folded, this whole space would become 1560. Now underneath the boot, if we lift this flap, we'll see there are two sets of chargers. One is this yellow one, which can be used at home, which comes with a home charger switch plug, which is 3-pin Australian standard switch plug, and the other one is the gray one, which can be used at a commercial charging point. Let's have a look at the charging port as well. Let's see how the charging port works with this home charging cable. Okay, now over here is the lid for the charger, and as it opens, we've got two charging ports over here. One is called AC and the other one is called DC. Now since at home you can only charge the AC, we'll plug it off. This is CCS2 charging port, and this is just going to plug right straight ahead on top, and this this LED light, which is orange, is going to show you that the charging cable has been plugged in. Now the other end to charge the car at home. The other end is an Australian standard charging cable with a 3-pin charging plug that can be plugged into any socket at your home, and you can start charging. Now this is going to be a slow charging of max around 2 kilowatts, and it might take maybe the whole day to charge the car, but still it's handy and it is still useful that you can use it at home if you don't have any other backup installed at home, or if you don't want to go and charge it at a commercial charging station. Okay, to unplug this charging cable, you need to know that the car has to be unlocked. If the car is not unlocked, you can see it's not releasing. So all we need to do is take the car keys and unlock the car. As soon as the car is unlocked, this LED goes white, and then you can unplug it very easily. And over here we've got the DC charging port, and if you're going to commercial charging stations, then probably you're going to use a commercial charger which fits into both of these ports at the same time and gives you a high power DC charger. Okay, let's see how this thing drives. Let's put it in the drive, and there we go. Now I would like to start with the comfort driving mode, and there we are. Okay, nice quick acceleration as we start from, because it's an electric vehicle, it's supposed to pick up very quickly, which is it's doing, but not very sporty at the moment. That's pretty good, not bad actually. Or you may say not very quick as it should do in a sports mode, which I'm going to try in a while. First, I'm just driving this comfort mode. Maneuvering is fine. The handle, the grip of the wheel is nice. The cradling of the seat is good. So we are now still driving in the comfort mode, and of course it feels comfortable. The steering feels very comfortable. The overall ride is comfortable. The acceleration is not very high. It's normal. It just feels like you're driving as if you're driving a normal petrol vehicle. And of course there are some AI built in this car which helps you control all the functions, like the aircon, like the windows, stuff like that. Hello BMW, increase the fan speed.
Okay, I increased the fan speed by 3 levels.
That's cool. That's handy while you're driving. You're just looking at the road while it does the job. Okay, let's do one more. Hello BMW, change the aircon temperature to 19. Hello BMW, can you change the aircon temperature to 19?
Please try again. Also, help.
Hello BMW, change the temperature to 19 degrees.
Unfortunately, this function is currently...
Alright, it's not supported, that's fine. I guess BMW needs to work on its AI to further enhance and improve it. And we are going to move around now and put this car in the sports mode. Now sports mode, like we mentioned earlier in this review, that is configurable. If we put this car to sports mode, by pressing this button over here, sports mode, it's configurable. Let's put steering to comfort, let's put electric motor to sport, and let's see how it goes. So I'm going to start driving from here. Whoa, that is sporty now. Now this really accelerates. Now I can tell you the difference. There's a huge difference now, and the whole car is so responsive. It is looking to go forward as soon as you just step on the throttle. That I'm going to do again from here, from 0 to 60 now, because it's a 60-degree zone, 60 kilometers per hour zone, sorry. So let's put it to a 60k speed. Wow, that was fast, like a couple of seconds, and that car really wants to go ahead. It's gone to 80, although it's a 60k zone, so I have to put it down. But it really feels that it wants to go forward. As soon as you put your step on it, it just feels like as if the car wants to go forward before even you just touch it. So it feels really sporty, really responsive, and in a very comfortable way it just steers and maneuvers very well. So I think this option to configure the sports mode while still keeping the motor in the sports mode and keeping steering in the comfort mode is very good, and it just helps you to enjoy the sports mode. There you go. Whoa, that was really quick. I like the sports mode. Very nice. This thing really accelerates as you just throttle a little bit. It accelerates very well. It goes forward. And just a reminder that this is a rear wheel drive. So of course the push comes from the rear wheels. As you throttle it up, you feel that forward push as you try to accelerate beyond 10 k's. Like, there you go. Just pushes forward. It just goes forward very well. Okay, I'm going to take a U-turn from here. Hello BMW, open the driver's window.
I will open the driver's window.
There you go. Pretty good. With every day evolving EV market, BMW has taken really good steps to introduce these iX series, which are just a conversion of their X series into an electric model. And this is a really good step at the right time to bring more options for the buyers who are looking for an electric vehicle. However, the BMW iX series is still not very popular in the market just because of its price tag, because it is still sitting around $30,000 to $40,000 higher as compared to BYD Atto 3 or its another rival which is coming up in next year's first quarter, Kia EV5. This is Fahad signing off. Till our next review next time. Please like and subscribe to the channel to support the channel so that we can bring you more reviews in the Australian market. Cheers.